Hey everyone, Happy New Year, Happy 2023. I hope it's off to a good start for you. Today I want to do something that I've never really done before, and that is to spend a couple of minutes here reflecting on the last year of my life, what I've done in 2022, what I want to do in 2023, and kind of where I want to go moving forward. And I want to do that in a longer video format because a lot of the videos I make are edited. They have a lot of cuts, they have a lot of in and outs of different exercises, and it's really just the professional side of me more so. I think it's important for me to be able to discuss and talk about things in a longer format where it's just really not many cuts at all. So I want to spend some time really getting into the last year of my life and kind of show you where I want to go with my business and my content moving forward. 2022 is really about me finding a groove in my life because 2020 and 2021 were really hard years. I was actually working in North Carolina under some people that teach the PRI methodology. And in January of 2020, I got a sudden text message that my father had suddenly passed away. So I packed everything up. I went back to Oregon unexpectedly to help take care of my mom. And from there, I started that online business. So what I told myself, well, COVID had started also at this point. So I told myself, I'm going to work myself to the bone and I'm going to basically escape into the isolation that was COVID, dealing with my father's loss. And I'm just gonna work and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna build an online business. And that's what I was able to do. And I told myself I was going to deal with the aftermath of what that did to me psychologically in 2022. And I was really able to do that, which is cool. And I like to give myself a lot of credit for that. Dealing with those things is not easy. Everyone's got something going on. And I feel like I was able to spend a lot of this year developing myself and being able to grow in a lot of ways that I felt was really important. But 2022 career-wise was about me continuing to grow because I don't ever want to become stagnant and I don't ever want to become complacent in the knowledge that I have. I don't think I'm a finished product by any means. I think that would be really egotistical for me to think that. So I want to continue to grow and finding people that know more about the things I want to learn about. So I reached out to a couple of people and also coincidentally just happened to find people and run into them who had a skill set that I eventually want to have one day. So currently I'm getting deeper into the subject matter of more advanced level asymmetrical things from PRI, taking a deeper look to the extent at which I can within my scope of practice at the cervical spine, the cranium, how the dental system is involved with that. That's some pretty cool stuff. But also, how do we train the respiration system physiologically? Because a lot of the things I care about are biomechanical, but you can't ignore the fact that respiration, carbon dioxide, oxygen, the balance in between them, how they're transported within the body, that I'm starting to train more and more with people specifically through specific protocols. And you'll see that more and more in my case studies. And I think that this is a really big component that is often overlooked by people that are really into this respiration model, this PRI, this biomechanical model. So that will be coming more so in 2023 with more types of content on that. Another thing in 2022 I had to deal with was now that I wouldn't say I have a huge following by any means, but I do think that it is slowly and steadily growing from the sort of place where it is right now. So with that comes haters and deniers, and with that comes criticism. So what I take solace in is the results I get with people and being able to show that through things like case studies, people speaking about the results they get when they work with me, or coaches that do my program and speak on the results they get with their clients. I think that far and away is more important than anything. So some people will literally say the results I get with people aren't real. They don't exist. It's placebo. And whether that's true or not is up for debate. But I think if it's consistent and repeatable under similar circumstances, then if it works, it works. And it's helped a lot of people. And the most fulfilling thing for me above anything else has been seeing all these messages and comments that I'm seeing on my YouTube videos, Instagram comments, private DMs, emails of people speaking on just how much my content has helped them with their pain and their issues. And to me, nothing is more impactful on my life other than just hearing you've helped change my life and you've helped me get out of this pain I've been dealing with for years and years. And being able to recognize that and really appreciate that, I think, is what I want other people to feel. The reason I do my program, my course, is, it's cool to make money, and I definitely want my business to grow, don't get me wrong, but my marketing is really geared around, hey, this can help you make more money. This can help you get more clients. It's going to differentiate yourself. I have a marketing team that helps me with those messages, and that's true to a large extent, and it's great. But more than anything, what I want other coaches and practitioners to feel is that same feeling of hearing someone say that you've changed their life. That is where it's at. And I hope that I can continue to spread what I believe in, my methodologies in 2023, to help people really be able to achieve that with their clients and their patients. So that's kind of where I want to take 2023. I want to continue to grow those things. And if you're a regular person, I want my content to be free and accessible enough for you to be able to help yourself, even if you're not paying for anything. Because again, just helping people, I think needs to be the number one thing. And that needs to be the number one thing in my mind going forward. So I went on there for a little bit longer than I thought I would, but I just wanted to share some things about me, but I want to also help you out if you're watching this video, and some things that might be practically helpful for you. Now, one big takeaway for me in 2022 is just how important the basics are with exercise selection, with corrective exercise selection. If I'm being totally honest with you, the people in this gym that come in here, they work out, they feel better, they move better. We're using really the same 10 to 20 basic starting exercises with a lot of them. And the issue is the biggest problem the biggest hurdle to overcome is taking these exercises, watching them in a YouTube video, and being able to just do them right. That's the biggest thing, because if people do these exercises wrong, they're not gonna see great things happen. So I try to be very, very clear in my videos, but even then it's I know the average person is really going to struggle to understand exactly what things feel like and be able to do it in a way that is going to get them the outcomes that we're looking for based off of the information I'm talking about and the problems we're trying to solve. So in 2023, a big goal for me is, how do I make teaching the basics even easier for people? That's something that I'm going to be thinking about more. That's something on Trevor's mind and my mind, and we're always talking about it. But the point is if you can get really, really good at executing the basic exercises, my beginner body restoration program, I'm not trying to plug it, I'm just saying that type of thing, those types of exercises is exactly what I'm talking about. Can you master those exercises? Can you do them well? And if you're a coach or a practitioner, can you coach them effectively? Because if you can, you're gonna see some awesome things happen. I just want people to know the basics are really where it's at. Many people think they have really complex things going on. Start with the basics still. And hopefully, this deeper dive I'm taking into the cervical and cranial side of things to be able to work with other types of practitioners, or interdisciplinary integration, as we would call it. Hopefully that is going to give me some more tools to make it even easier for people that do have more complex things going on to help themselves. But I would encourage you, just get really good at those basic exercises, because that is what makes the difference for so many people. A lot of the times I'll give someone 2-3 exercises to do at home because they have low back pain. And then they come back, and despite the fact that we made a great change on the table, or a great change within how they felt after they left, they come back, they're in the same place, because I'll watch them do their exercises and it's totally not at all what I want it to look like. And a lot of that's on me, because I'm not being clear enough, but a lot of it is just the fact that this stuff is hard and it's hard to execute and feel the right things. So moving forward, that's something that I think is going to be really important. And if you're just starting with this stuff, that would be my biggest recommendation. Also, another idea I just had for this video would be just to show you my favorite basic exercises that I think a lot of people can benefit from. And the first one is learning how to fully exhale in a short seated or side lying position. Getting this dialed in is really important and helps translate over to other exercises that I'll be showing in just a second. So that is the number one. I'll link these down below in the description so that you have links to them. The other one is a wall-supported reach with a ball hold. Now, depending on how tight someone is, you can have them just hold the ball, or they need to give it maybe about 5 to 6 out of 10 squeeze, which can be a good way to unlock someone's tight hips and start to get some internal rotation back, which a lot of people are lacking. The other one is this all-four ball push, which, wow, this thing can really do some magic when people are really stuck in an extended position like so many are. Also, the supine hemi-extension from PRI is another staple that we use all the time. And also this right hip abduction activity, which I discuss a lot in my asymmetrical content. This activity is just so helpful for so many different people. So if I were to say, hey, generally, what 5 exercises are we going to be using the most frequently? I would say those are the ones. Get really good at those, and if you do them well, coach them well, you're going to see some really good things happen. So that's really it, guys. I didn't really have a specific direction I wanted to take with this video. I just wanted to sort of talk and see where it went. And I hope it was somewhat insightful for you. Hopefully you got to see a different side of me that you don't really get to see when I'm just presenting with the skeleton. If you have any questions, reach out to me via email, direct message. And if you like this type of thing, I could do it more in the future. I don't really know. You can let me know. But have a good one. Happy New Year. I'll see you next time.